Heather, we are following breaking news at a metro airport.
One person killed, another injured in a plane crash. We have team coverage of the disaster, what we know right now. Plus, a man shot and killed.
The people responsible for this have mothers too, and I pray for them.
Only on News 4, the victim's mother speaking out, how she's coping, and what police are saying about the murder. It's all right now at 5.
You're watching Oklahoma's News 4 at 5.
Thanks for continuing on with us at this hour. We're going to begin with breaking news. I'm Eli Roberts.
I'm Heather Holman. One person is dead, another injured after a plane crash at Sundance Airport in far northwest Oklahoma City.
Let's go live to News 4's Bill Miston, who is on the scene right now. And Bill, this is a quickly developing story. What are you learning? What can you tell us at this hour?
Well, right now, Eli, Heather, one person dead, a man and a woman critically injured. She has been taken to a local hospital, the local trauma center. The plane crashing a twin-engine jet aircraft on its attempt to land here at the airport this afternoon at about 3:40 this afternoon. I'm going to step out of the shot and give you an idea what's going on here. There's still a number of fire crews here, but a number of the rigs and fire crews are being returned to service. Federal investigators are now on scene. The FAA saying that the plane was en route to Oklahoma City from Panama City and crashed while landing here at Sundance Air Park on the city's far northwest side. The FAA says investigators are on their way to the crash site and the NTSB has been notified. We're still waiting on getting more information from the Sundance Air Park itself, and we'll be sure to bring it to you as soon as we get it. For now, reporting live on the city's far northwest side, Bill Miston, Oklahoma's News 4.
All right. Thank you, Bill. We are also learning more about that plane that was involved in the crash today.
And Brent Skarkey is looking into that for us. He joins us now with more. Brent.
Yeah, according to FAA records, the plane built by Israel Aircraft Industries, this specific one, built in 1978. It is a fixed-wing multi-engine. You see a picture of it there, multi-engine plane. Turbofan is what they're calling the engine model there. This actual plane, the one that went down in this crash, is owned by the airport itself. Sundance Airport owns this plane. Now, Sundance Airport is owned by Jerry Hunter. Jerry Hunter is also the owner of U.S. Fleet and Tracking. It's a shipping company here in Oklahoma City. We have calls into him to see if we can get more information on this plane itself. There had been some speculation this plane might have left Oklahoma City, gone to the Grand Caymans, then come back through Panama City on its way back to Oklahoma City. We cannot confirm that, but that is one report we are hearing right now. Once again, 2 passengers, 1 male is now dead, 1 female in critical condition. We have multiple calls into the FAA. We are expected to hear a statement from the Sundance PR company that handles all their public relations sometime probably in the next hour or two. They say they're trying to get a statement out about this plane itself. But once again, it is a plane built in 1978. It is a turbofan engine, and that is the latest information we have, and we'll continue to update it as they continue to release more information to us. Back to you guys.
And we will be hearing more on this, Brent. Thank you. Tonight, 3 men are in jail accused of murder.
It is an update to breaking news that we first brought you on Friday. Police now say it was 18-year-old Jake McClain from Idabel who was found shot to death at the Liberty Station Apartments in northeast Oklahoma City. News 4's Peyton Yeager is live at Police HQ. And Peyton, it turns out the victim's friend is one of the suspects who's now behind bars.
That's exactly right, Eli. Police say 2 men from Idabel came to sell illegal items to 2 men here in Oklahoma City. Today, I sat down with the victim's mother to share how she's coping with this loss.
He just filled up a room, and all of his pictures are him doing something to make people laugh.
A mother is grieving after she learned her son, Jake McClain, was shot to death on Friday in northeast Oklahoma City.
He would do anything for anybody.
According to police, an illegal trade turned into a crime scene. McClain and his friend Seth Tisho traveled from Idabel to Oklahoma City to sell illegal items.
They met up with 2 other people, and that was when the shooting occurred.
Police say during the transaction, Janate Jefferson pulled the trigger and now is charged with murder in the 1st degree. Elijah Wilson is booked under a felony murder charge, and the victim's friend Tisho also facing a felony murder charge.
It does not mean that he actually killed the person, but it does mean that he was involved in the crime when the person was killed.
McLean's mother, Heidi Gilbert, says Jake was an all-state football player and was planning on starting a new job at the McCurtain County Jail next week.
I never wanted my kids to have be the straight A student or the top athlete. I wanted them to be kind to everybody that they met, and Jake did that.
Gilbert plans to head to Idabel tomorrow for Jake's service as she still tries to process what happened.
The people responsible for this have mothers too, and I pray for them. And other than that, it's a police matter, and I have full faith in them.
All three suspects are being held at the Oklahoma County Jail with no bond. Live in downtown Oklahoma City, Peyton Yeager, Oklahoma's News 4.
Thank you, Peyton. Updating breaking news you first saw on your K4 News app this afternoon. The FBI is now searching for a man who robbed a Southwest Oklahoma City bank. This happened just after 1 o'clock at the Bank of the West at 89th and Penn. No one was inside the bank that was injured, rather, so no injuries there. That's some good news. But just a few hours ago, the FBI released this surveillance picture of the suspect. If you know who this guy is, call the FBI's Oklahoma City office. Now to the search for a suspect in several other robberies. Oklahoma City police released these surveillance pictures today. They'd like to speak with the men you see right here. Police say he may know something about 3 businesses that were robbed, and those took place early this morning. Each holdup happened in Southwest Oklahoma City between 6:30 and 7:15 this morning. Investigators say this man left a store in a gray Nissan Frontier. He may have also had someone with him at the time. Call police if you know anything about this.
All right, and we do want to take you straight back out to that airport where this crash did happen a bit earlier today at Sundance Air Park. We have a press conference that is underway right now. Let's go ahead and take a live listen.
Was there any, can you tell us if there was a distress call before it landed? Anything that would have warranted concern?
At this time, we don't know of anything.
Okay. This aircraft is actually owned by Sundance, though, correct?
I believe that it is.
Yes, ma'am.
I can tell you're visibly emotional.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk to me. What's going on?
That's all I want to say right now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you have any other questions, I'm happy to answer them. Obviously, this is a very close situation for everyone that works here at Sundance, and we definitely want to give them some time to process this whole situation.
Were the two related?
Not to my knowledge, but I couldn't really confirm that.
Can you tell us, for those who aren't familiar with this sort of aircraft, is it considered a large aircraft, a personal plane, or?
It would be a corporate-sized aircraft.
Yeah.
He said it was coming back from Florida before we heard Grand Caymans. Was it connecting or just coming from Florida?
Coming back from Florida.
Okay.
Obviously, as we find out more information, we will definitely be sharing it, and we're happy to keep everyone informed. I know that this is something that everyone's concerned about. I mean, it's obviously such a tragic situation.
2 Oklahomans?
2 Oklahomans, yes, absolutely. Yeah, to the community, everybody that lives in this area. I have personally close ties to Yukon and to Oklahoma. And I think, being that we are who we are here in Oklahoma, we're just a group of good people. A lot of people know each other, and I know that this will trickle out through the community. It's just terrible.
And this is a call that clearly no one's ever prepared for.
Definitely not. I don't think even in.
You're listening right now to the end of a press conference going on live right now at Sundance Airport, where one person was killed, another one in critical condition inside a plane coming back from Florida that landed on its top.
Yeah, and we weren't learning a lot from that press conference itself, but this story is very much developing throughout the day. And as we get more information on exactly what happened, we're going to give it to you. Stay with Oklahoma's News 4. We'll be right back.
Is This a Great State or What? Is sponsored by MeQ.
Welcome back. You'd have to be living under a rock to not realize that the weather is finally starting to warm up. We've got the sun out, the birds are back. It's looking pretty good.
It's gorgeous out there. Well, a couple years back, Galen Culver shot a story on a local bird lover whose specialty was over-the-top dream homes for birds.
And what really inspired me.
The first time he walked into his dad's old shed, Mike Blunk didn't think he'd ever clear out all the junk.
And then I inherited a lot of woodworking saws and stuff from my father.
Mike did keep a lot of the scrap lumber and old tools, intending to someday sit down and really build something. Well, it took a really warm day in January, just a couple of months ago. The birds were singing and eating their way through a winter supply of seed when he grabbed a few things and knocked together his first birdhouse.
Yeah, see, there's going to be plenty of room. So I started and I built just a basic one at first.
He knew the birds would probably like the basic construct, just a dry box with a hole drilled in the side. After all, they usually build their own furniture.
They're a little warped and doesn't exactly fit together, but it's like you said, the birds really don't mind. You know, what do they care?
But Mike liked to build models, so we went to work decorating the outside with things birds don't usually sing about, but people do.
Sometimes I have to make one if I want to personalize it somehow.
A big fan of Old West chic, Mike miniaturized some old signage. He used even smaller pieces of scrap wood to begin building the kind of wooden storefronts and saloons and hotels familiar to anyone who's ever watched a Western on TV.
But then, like I said, I didn't want to make the standard looking birdhouses that you can buy in any store.
Blunk was just giving them away for a while, but friends and family kept snapping up the free ones, so he started decorating them with price tags. The really nice ones don't even get wet from the rain anymore. They're kept safely inside.
I get carried away. Some of them you wouldn't want to put outdoors. They'd just be destroyed by the weather.
He does still build for birds, 4 walls with a hole and maybe a nice perch. Every once in a while, a cardinal or a starling will pull up a stool and almost look thirsty enough to order something. The rest of his birdhouses are just too fancy to be birdhouses at all. The hole in the wall is still there, but that's just for decoration, too. In Oklahoma City, Galen Culver, News Channel 4. Is this a great state or what?
Well, in the past couple of years, Mike has produced many more of his custom bird houses. Unfortunately for the birds, a lot of their owners still don't want to put them outside. And switching gears, of course, when we come back, we're going to get you a follow-up on that breaking news.
It's a deadly plane crash, all happening at Sundance Airport in northwest Oklahoma City. We're going to have another update for you right after the break. We are continuing to follow breaking news. There has been a deadly plane crash at Sundance Airport. This is the scene in Northwest Oklahoma City. You are looking live at that scene from Air Comfort Solutions Chopper 4. Here's what we know right now. 2 people were on the plane when it went down just after 3:30 this afternoon. A man has died and a woman is said to be in critical condition.
We do know the plane had flown here from Panama City, Florida. Right now, the victims' names have not been released. We do have crews on the ground right now working to get more information. And once we learn more, we'll pass it along to you.
Now, forewarned weather with John Slater.
And good evening, everyone. Lots of sunshine, light winds, very nice weather conditions, dry air. Let's see what's going on outside right now. Again, lots of sunshine, dry conditions, temperatures very pleasant. We have seen a number of grass fires, especially across south central, southeastern Oklahoma. So it's very dry out there, but weather-wise, very nice. 68 degrees right here at KFOR, lots of sunshine. Look how dry the air is. Humidity 23%, winds are light and variable, less than 10 miles per hour. Temperatures right now here in central Oklahoma, pick out your home community, mid to upper 60s to right around 70. Norman right now at 70 degrees. Across the state, it's slightly cooler north and east behind a weak frontal zone. Up in Miami, it's 59. Otherwise, we're talking 60s and lower 70s. Ardmore right now at 72 degrees. Gage currently running about 68. Winds are light and variable central eastern Oklahoma, but they are increasing out of the south and far western Oklahoma, especially the Panhandle. And I think we'll have stronger winds out of the south tomorrow ahead of our next cold front. Right now, clear skies, fairly light winds, weak front stalling out just north and east of Oklahoma City. That's going to fade away tonight. No big deal whatsoever. Our next little front coming in later on tomorrow night up here across the central northern Rockies. A weak front coming in, just enough moisture to squeeze out a few showers later on tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, tomorrow night on into Wednesday morning. Just a few showers in the forecast with that front. Then off the west coast, look at this big storm system here in the Pacific. Unfortunately, the timing not so great for the weekend. Increasing chance for showers and thunderstorms over the weekend. Heavy rainfall possible and some potential for severe weather as well. We're watching that closely. Let's enjoy the nice weather right now. Basically fair to partly cloudy skies overnight tonight. A south breeze, lows tonight, upper 30s, low to mid 40s. A low chance for some showers pushing in the Panhandle far northwest. Later tonight as that weak front moves on in. And then tomorrow afternoon, some showers developing with that front northwestern Oklahoma during the afternoon ahead of the front. Partly cloudy skies, winds out of the south, another very mild day. Temperatures mid to upper 60s, lower 70s. That front comes into central Oklahoma tomorrow evening. Tomorrow night into Wednesday morning, that's our best chance for some showers, to light to moderate showers basically tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. Behind that front, northerly winds 30s and 40s. Then we clear out pretty quickly Wednesday afternoon. Breezy winds out of the northwest behind that front. A little bit cooler behind that front. Nothing that cold though, 50s and 60s for your Wednesday afternoon. So tomorrow ahead of the front, we're 68, 40% chance for some showers here in the metro Tuesday evening, Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning. Then it clears out Wednesday afternoon. A northwest breeze, 59 degrees. For the first official day of spring. Thursday, Friday looking really nice right now. Partly cloudy skies, lows upper 30s, low 40s, highs in the lower 60s. Then here comes that system for the weekend, unfortunately. Good chance for showers and storms by late Friday night, Saturday. Heavy rainfall possible in the 50s on Saturday. Still lingering storm chances Sunday. Some of those could be severe, about 68. A few showers possible Monday, then it clears out and dries out behind that system the following week. On my 7A plus 4, but boy, what nice weather out there today, huh?
Yeah, it is nice weather, and we do have a bit of information we want to pass along to you. It is confirmed that both people who were on board that plane that we have told you about that crashed just a little bit earlier this afternoon, the second person has been confirmed dead.
We will bring you more information as soon as we get it. Sad news again, 2 people confirmed dead from the airport crash at Sundance Airport in Oklahoma City. We'll be right back.
I'm here.
Welcome back. Right now, much of the Midwest is experiencing historic flooding. The raging waters are already blamed for at least 3 deaths and have led to hundreds of rescues and even more evacuations.
And tonight, an Oklahoma woman is trying to help flood victims. News 4's Kelly Rolliard joins us now with the story. And Kelly, she says there is a way for those who helped out. This is her way of actually helping out those who helped Oklahomans last year during the wildfires.
Yeah, that's right, Eli. It's video like this that has an Oklahoma woman jumping into action. She's working to collect things like hay and feed for farmers and ranchers in Nebraska. She says it's the least she can do for Nebraskans after all they've done for Oklahomans during our times of need.
It would mean so much to them.
It's a devastating scene. Homes underwater, cattle gone, roads washed away, and many having to be rescued from flooded roads.
It's just unbelievable.
Angie Hicks says her family in Nebraska is one of the many affected by the tragedy.
My great uncle has lost 54 head of cattle so far. He's unsure about his home. He's stuck in Iowa. They need our help. I mean, the animals need our help.
Now she's calling on Oklahomans to gather supplies to take up there.
They need feed, they need bedding, they need fencing supplies, they need towels, cleaning supplies, food. Oh, it breaks my heart. I want to be there right now, but I can't.
Hicks says when Oklahoma suffered, whether it was wildfires or tornadoes,
power flashes.
Folks in Nebraska were the first to offer a helping hand.
They all were calling us asking if they could bring us hay, and then we had the fires, and they were, convoys of semis from Colorado, Nebraska, asking to help.
Now it's time to return the favor.
These are things that they did for us, so let's do it for them too.
She says a little bit goes a long way.
It would be absolutely amazing to know that we could help and to be a part of something that could impact so many people. If you're able to donate, please do what you can.
Hicks is still working on setting up donation drop-off sites before they leave for Nebraska on Friday. If you would like to help out, you can reach out to her on Facebook.
All right, Kelly, thank you. More on that breaking news involving the air crash at the Sundance Airport in Oklahoma City when we come back.
Yeah, we can stay, but you gotta make it quick. Yeah, could have been. Just jump. I burned some trash yesterday, man. 1 minute, okay. "30 out."
Well, it turns out it is a day of breaking news. We want to take it out to Mason Dunn and Air Comfort Solutions Shopper 4, where there is a grass fire in northeast Oklahoma City. Mason, what do you know?
Yeah, Eli, we're just on this fire. It's about 2, maybe 3 acres. Even with the short grass and the low winds, somebody's out here burning trash and it's gotten away. There are some tall cedars out here, but they just called for another brush pumper. It has just arrived, but you can see homeowners are out there running around this little building here trying to use water hoses and what they can to get this fire out, Eli.
All right, it looks dicey.
All right, Mason, thank you. And we continue to follow also that deadly plane crash at Sundance Airport. This happened just this afternoon, shortly after 3:30. 2 people were on board, a man and a woman, and we do know now that both have passed away. The victims' identities have not been released. We do know that plane was coming in from Florida, and both of those victims are from Oklahoma. We have crews on the ground right now working to get more information. We'll have a live update coming up for you at 6 o'clock.
And we're going to join Nightly News, which is in progress right now.